It's about that time, folks. We back at it again. About time for another episode of The Foolish Show. On this Monday night, East Coast time, representing South Florida, representing reality music entertainment. Shout out to everybody that be checking in, man. Y'all know the live chat always wide open. Drop your comments, man. You know we'll put you on the screen. It's all love, man. Let's start the week off right, man. Bring it in the right way on this Monday, y'all. All good vibes, man. Let's go.
Just want to taste that good life.
Make sure y'all get that new mixtape. Foolish reality music. We got good vibes tonight, y'all. Y'all spread the word. Let everybody know we on there. We'll get this party started in a minute. Grab you a snack, fix you a drink. Get comfortable. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, man. Live chat wide open. We're about to get this show popping in a minute, y'all. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Started from the bottom, now we here like Drake. Man, let's get this party started. Make sure we live streaming everywhere. And we good to go, folks. We gonna get it popping. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Everybody safe, everybody in one piece. Hope you didn't lose nobody over the weekend. Hope the kids good. A lot of them got back to school now. Trying to get their education on. Make sure we got everything live and let's run it, y'all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of The Foolish Show. I am your host, F to the Ish Foolish, representing reality music entertainment. I appreciate y'all taking the time to check in once again. Whenever you look at it, as long as you look at it, leave your comments, hit that thumbs up button, support the movement. But tonight, we're going to start tonight off with our first topic. We're going to talk about following the crowd. You know, if you look around, everybody ain't strong-minded. Everybody is not a leader. A lot of people follow what they see. A lot of people follow what everybody else do. See, it takes a strong-minded person not to be a follower. Because when you follow the crowd can lead you into the wrong direction. Then you're not living your own life. It's like being a robot. You have to find your own truth. Don't let other people have the more control and control your life. So we're going to talk about following the crowd. All they have to do is something need to go viral and be a trend. And once that happens, everybody doing it. If people start spraying their hair green, and it's a green challenge, everybody gonna spray green hair paint in their hair. Everybody follows what they see everybody else do. And that's a dangerous thing, because if people are that easily manipulated, what can somebody really make you do? What if everybody was around here hypnotized with so much hate that all they know is kill, 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 because everybody else doing it? We'll be on the path of destruction. We won't have no world. It won't be no world to live in. That's why it's very important to stop following the crowd. The crowd may not lead you into the right way. The crowd might lead you into hell. You have to make up your own mind and live your own life and make your own decisions. Following the crowd and being like everybody else, first of all, there's nothing unique about that. If somebody else and everybody is doing it, what's so unique? It becomes common. There's nothing exciting about it because everybody's doing it. What's different and unique is somebody that's standing out and doing their own thing. I've never been a type to follow a crowd. I've never been no follower. I've always been a leader. I'm not following nobody nowhere. Don't nobody excite me like that for me to follow them. Not no human being. I'll follow God. I'll follow Jesus. But all the rest of y'all humans, I don't put all my trust in y'all. Y'all just like me. We all are flawed. We all have weaknesses. But God made us some strong creatures too. See, we think we know it all because he blessed us with the smartest brain on this earth. That's why we was put to control everything on this earth. We are on the top when it comes to the food chain and living. But sometimes we just too smart for our own good. And a lot of people still simple-minded, that they don't have a mind of their own to follow their own path. Don't let nobody else set a trap up for you to slip in. Don't mess around and follow the wrong thing. Then you're going to be pointing the finger at somebody, but at the same time, you're going to have to look at that person in the mirror because it's still going to reflect on you. Maybe you know somebody else that did it and got away with it, but you ain't them. You can't say, well, Ray and John them do it. Felicia and Tasha and Misha them do it. That still don't make it right. If it's something wrong and you following them, you in that same damn hole as they in. That's why it's very important for you to be your own leader. March to your own beat. Don't let nobody manipulate your mind and get you to do what they want them to do and want you to live how they want you to live. You should live how you want to live because it's your life. At the end of the day, you're responsible for your own soul. You're responsible for your own actions. Can't nobody save your soul at the end of the day but you. Can't nobody be accountable for your sins but you. So stop putting your trust and your time into certain things that don't matter. Do not follow people if they're not leading you in the right direction. If they're not leading you somewhere positive and better yourself, then what are you following? You can't just follow something just to follow it. Something has to have a meaning. You got to stand for something. Don't just follow it just to follow it. That's for the weak. And that's why they always prey on the weak. That's why you see music and everything else hypnotize people while it's gang, gang, bang, bang. Make females feel like, okay, My body's the ATM. You got to swipe your card. Entertainment and the music is poisoning everybody, and they are following in that trap because they're weak-minded. They think it's cool. Only weak-minded people think that's cool. A strong-minded person is going to block that out. You might dance to the tune, and that's about it. You don't take heed of certain things that's really ain't important, and they ain't really talking about that. It's all about trying to elevate yourself and build to a certain level in life. It's so many followers that nobody's leading nobody the right way no more. Everybody just want to go along with what they think is cool, whatever's viral and trending. And it be the stupidest stuff. People start setting their hair on fire and they have a hair on fire challenge. They'll have a lay in the road challenge where everybody lay in the road. You got to try to get up before the car run you over. They'll do anything. They chasing clouds so bad in this world that it's crazy. But social media and cameras and all this other stuff got people going crazy. They want to videotape everything. They want to take a picture of everything. Everything is a Kodak moment. Everything you do now is a good chance it's somewhere on video. If you're not in the comfort of your own home. And some of us have even video cameras in our house. So you're always being watched and recorded. But you got to be careful when you out here trying to follow the crowd, not being yourself. Don't follow somebody if they're not leading you to something positive. If they're not helping elevate you in life to get ahead, then what are you following? What is that to get behind? There's no profit in that. You're only going to lose. You're wasting time. Life is too short to be around here wasting your time on nonsense. When you don't know what tomorrow going to bring. You don't know if tomorrow's going to come. So don't be a follower. Be a leader. Lead your own path and go your own way. Don't let other people dictate what you do, how you say, how you act, how you dress. It's more unique by being you. Anybody can be a follower, but it's hard to be yourself. Do your own thing. Don't worry about what everybody else got going on. You got to remember something. We all was born here by ourselves. When you came out your mother, if you had a twin, came on this earth by yourself. And when we die, guess what? We're going to die by ourselves. So everybody act like they need a whole pack of friends. Remember, every clique has a snake. Every clique has a Judas. There's always that one bad apple in the bunch. Somebody in there is jealous. Somebody that's right there in your same clique don't like you. Somebody wants your girlfriend. Somebody wants your lifestyle. That's when the jealousy and envy takes over. And you never know what those people will do to you. So you got to be careful. Everybody want to be popular. You want to be popular. It's a lot that comes with that stuff, man. You got to always look over your shoulder. You got people jealous of you, want to take what you got. You got people close to you taking money from you because they feel like you ain't going to miss it. You got everybody asking for favors. Everybody in your family think you're going to pay their rent. It ain't all the lifestyles of the rich, y'all. Everybody got problems. It's just to a certain level. Poor people got poor people problems. Rich folks got rich folks problems. Everybody got problems. Ain't nobody just walk around stress free and ain't worrying about that. Even if you got money, you still got decisions to make. You still gonna have people lurking and trying to take all that from you. While you on earth, that never stops. Because the only thing that matters on this side is that mean green. People do anything for that dollar bill and they will cross you in a minute, because it ain't no more loyalty, because nobody don't stand for that. Everybody can be bought. See, you can't put a price on me. I stand on whatever I believe, and I don't care what you offer. You cannot get me to sway. But you ain't got people like that in this world no more. People will take a bribe and run. If somebody say, hey, listen, I don't like your brother, so what I want you to do is set your brother up and bring him to this spot. So we're gonna shoot him up, and we'll give you $50,000. You know, a lot of people in this world will take that 50 grand and set their own damn brother up. It's no more loyalty, y'all. Anything goes. It's cutthroat. Nobody cares for nobody no more. It's survival on your own. Get it how you live. Welcome to the new world. I don't get it, but you got to have a mind of your own. I always keep a positive mindset of what you're trying to do in life, and only surround yourself with people that's going to benefit you, not hurt you. Somebody that can bring something to the table and not always take. So you have people around you just sucking in your bank account, but they ain't helping putting that in it. You have to peep the signs. Should never want to be nobody else's fool. Believe in yourself and whatever you're trying to do, and put forth the effort that it takes to get where you're trying to go. Ain't that gonna be easy? But the ones that made it to the top, they didn't have no easy path. Go listen to all their stories and all the trials and tribulations they had to go through. They didn't just wake up and it was a millionaire and everything just fell on their lap. They had to put in grind and time and sacrifice. They had to sacrifice times away from their kids and family. Times where they just had to sleep on the floor and just suck it up. So you're always going to have to sacrifice something to get something. It's just some people willing to sell their soul. See, I would never take it that far. Because at the end of the day, if you lose your soul, you walk around like the living dead. You might well say you're a robot, because your soul is already gone. Don't ever sell your soul, folks, for nothing on this earth. It ain't worth it. Whatever you're going through, it'll be okay. Good times will always come if you sit and weather the storm. Everything just ain't gonna work out in your favor. It's hard sometimes when you wake up every day and you live it, and every time you wake up, it's always something new, and it's something else that done happened to somebody in your family, or somebody else plotting on you, or somebody tried to rob you, or somebody tried to break in your house and your car won't start. And sometimes it seems like one thing after another just keep piling up. And that's how a lot of people break. But you still have to remain strong no matter how big the storm is. Because the wind gonna come down, it starts calming down. The rain starts drizzling, so eventually it goes away. It's all about weathering the storm. They always told me that trouble don't last always. And every good person that you know, remember this, every good person that you know done been through something. Go ask them. If you believe they're a good person and you think their life was all great, go ask them and they'll tell you about everything they done been through. That's all a part of life, folks. But the key thing is you can't get caught up in the crowd. You can't get caught up in what everybody else doing. Because you get caught doing bad with everybody else, guess who's going to have to suffer? You still gonna have to pay the consequences. You can't be like, well, everybody else doing it. You going down right along with them. You have to make up your own mind. Can't be around here being no robot. Can't be no follower. You got to take control of your own life. Do not allow the outside to dictate what you got going on. The outside noise, don't let that control your household and tell you how to move and what to do and how to live. There's too many people out here that's just weak-minded and don't have no mind of their own. They're always trying to do what the Jones is doing. You're always trying to do what you see trending or on your phone. It's all about real life. What you got going on in real life? Are you happy? Are you trying to chase something and build something? What are you doing for your kids? You have to get to the things that's really important, that's really going to matter in 20, 30 years from now. Nobody takes the time to think about that because we get caught up in right now and look at me and chasing clout. Everybody want their attention. Hey, look at me. Remember, all attention ain't good attention. Because there's some haters watching, the police watching, robbers watching, killers watching, gold diggers watching. Everybody just ain't gonna think you the coolest person in the world. Somebody might be watching that's trying to plot on you or just don't like you for no reason. So you want to be the cool and you want to be the man and you want to have everything popping. It's a lot with that, folks. Everybody want to be on top, but when you get up there, you see the top ain't always what it seems. There's a lot of people you got to step on to get to the top. It's not manipulating and lying and deceiving you got to do to get to the top. And when you get there, sometimes it make you lose your damn mind. Because a lot of people forget where they came from. They forgot the root of the tree. They just think they made it all the way up there. Never forget where you came from. Never forget the ones that did for you before you was in a certain position. Always remember the ones who looked out for you when you ain't have nothing or you was down and out. And you always show your gratitude to those people. Because that will always keep you humble. That will make you realize that no matter how big I get, I was once at this point. I was once here before I was here. Being comfortable in your own skin. Shout out to ARW. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. We live streaming right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you ain't already. People just lose themselves nowadays, y'all. They don't live their true lives. And it's sad because people dying living a lie. Y'all ever realize that? Look around you. Most of the people you know is living a lie. You know your neighbor over there that's doing all that posting all day and acting like they got it like a fabulous life. When you know they're struggling just like you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Most of these people are living a lie. They're putting it on the front, y'all. You know, y'all know somebody in your neighborhood. You know somebody in your family, neighborhood, a coworker, somebody that always flexing, but you know them in real life. But that's the internet for you. You can't get caught up in everything you see. Sometimes it's an illusion. Oh, man, how you going? What's going on, brother? Appreciate you checking in. But you have to live your own truth. You have to look life in the eye and take it on in every angle. Do not allow the crowd to pull you in the wrong direction and have you misguided till you so blind to the truth that it'll be right in your face and you still don't see it. You have to humble yourself. Humble yourself before God and allow him to touch your heart and lead the way. You cannot get caught up in these earthly things because it distracts you and it gets your mind off God. It gets your mind off doing the right thing. It gets your mind and makes you start thinking selfish when you should be selfless. All these illusions around y'all, all the phones, all the internet, all that is giving our mind sidetracked for what's really important. We're supposed to be down here honoring and praising God and loving each other like we love him. But if you look around, ain't none of that going on. Because all you see is hatred, evil, bitterness. That's a recipe for disaster. I mean, says, don't forget about the tour. You know I'm ready, bro. You know we got it coming. But y'all hit that thumbs up button. So what we're talking about tonight is following the crowd. Don't be a follower, be a leader. Stand for something and don't be scared to step right when everybody else going left. Just because everybody else going left, don't be scared to step right. It's all about having a mind of your own. It's a lot of weak-minded people that don't live their own truth and they don't live their own life. I mean, says something I tell people all the time, especially young artists. I've never seen a brick struck behind someone going to the cemetery. The Most High don't care about any of those material things. And that's what people get caught up in. Because if you get on the internet, everybody, and you see rappers and all that, all the thing they're going to argue about is, I got more money, I got more cars, my house bigger. What does any of that matter when all us going in the grave? You living in the temporary. Every house, everything you own is temporary. Because nobody lives forever. It's going to come a point when somebody else going to be in that same house, somebody going to be driving them same cars, because you ain't going to be here forever. So what are y'all arguing about? You're arguing and fighting on material things that absolutely mean jack. Somebody else is going to enjoy that stuff when you dead and gone. What are we arguing about? What are we fighting about? What are we in competition for? It ain't about who eating good. It's about everybody sitting down together and eating good together. That's what it's really about. It's not about stunting on each other. It's not about having more money or I live better. My kids got more of this. It's about coming together and building a commonwealth that everybody can live off. That all the children of this earth can survive off. That's what it's about. You want to be a billionaire, but you want to have billions of dollars for what? To keep buying material stuff? Or do you want it to help God's children? What do you want it for? You want to keep buying houses and planes and islands and whatever you can? Or do you want to help millions of people? What do you stand for? What is your movement? I want everybody to ask themselves that, man. Because we living in a lost day. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's a lost stage right now. Amin says, all he cares about is your soul. And your father is 316 laws, commandments, and status. And love your God with all your heart and soul and body. And love your neighbor as you love yourself through you. All that's in the Bible, man. But people ain't gonna catch it. They're not gonna catch the lessons. They don't want to hear that. They want to continue the nonsense. They want to live a life where they do anything they want when you have to pay the price at the end of the day. Amin says, remember, I told you, everywhere I go, I'm taking you with me. That is my word. I already know, brother. I appreciate all the knowledge that you always drop on me. But staying true to what you are and believing in yourself, that's the main thing, folks. Having a relationship with God, if you're going to follow something, follow that. Follow the Bible. Don't follow these human beings on earth, because all of them will fall short. You know why? Because we all flawed. That's why Jesus died on the cross for our sins, because we all flawed. We all gonna sin. But that is no excuse to live a life of sin. You have to wake up and understand what I'm doing is wrong and start doing right. Because you can't hide your heart. Your heart will always show you what kind of person you are. See, people can put on a perception, but once you find somebody hard out, you can see the most beautiful woman in the world. Like, oh my God, she's gorgeous, baby. Wow, you are a goddess. But once you start dating them and you start seeing what's in here, you're going to be like, that's the ugliest, evilest person I ever met in this world. Because they sour inside. It don't matter how the outside look. If you get to the inside and it's sour, a lot of times that's going to scare you away. That's why it's always about what kind of heart you have. That's how I'm going to judge. Your heart going to tell it all. What do you believe in? How you move? If y'all want to know something about a person, just sit back and peep game. Watch their movement. If they got kids, sit back and see if they look out for their kids. See if they're in their kids' life. If they got parents that's living, see how they treat their parents. Do they honor their mother and their father and cherish them and give them everything they can? Or are they mistreating them and cussing them out and taking from them? All you gotta do is sit back and peep game. If you sit back and look on how people treating other people, that's gonna tell you right there what kind of person he is. They're gonna tell you where their heart stand. I mean, their heart ain't right. Your heart can't be right. If you brought kids in this world and you abandon them and you don't want to do nothing for them, your heart can't be right. If mom and them still on this earth and you don't care nothing about mom and them and you just throw them to the side or you neglect them, your heart ain't right. It's simple things that you can just observe and people will show you what kind of person they is. Judge them from what's in here, y'all. Don't get caught up all the time in this. Oh, he's handsome. He's so fine. He could be the craziest dude you ever meet. He could have been on killed 10 people. Don't get caught up in the outside. The same thing if you're house shopping. You know, when you drive through the neighborhood, you're like, ooh, I like that house. Ooh, look at the yard. I love that color. But you get inside, the walls might be cracked, mold and mildew everywhere, tile messed up, appliances don't work. Don't get caught up on the outside, y'all. Find out how a person is on the inside. The inside will always tell the whole story. The inside will let you know how they really is. Because you can't hide your heart for too long. Your true self and true emotions will always come out. They're going to find a way to slide on out. It's just people got to pick up on it. Sometimes we see it, but we overlook it. And then we always say, man, I ain't know they was like that. Yeah, you did. There were signs there. You just brushing it off. Because you didn't want to see it. You were so caught up on the outside. You didn't want to see what God was trying to show you or what that person was revealing about themselves to you. Because you were so caught up. You were so lusting so hard that you forgot to see what kind of heart they had. Because you were so caught up in what you saw on the outside. Don't judge a person by that. Judge them how their heart is, y'all. Because the prettiest person still could be ugly inside. It takes a real strong person not to follow nobody. Have a mind of your own. Take control of your own life. There's nothing wrong with having positive role models. If you have somebody that you look up to or whatever they're doing, and they're doing something positive, and you want to do something positive and build something and help feed your family and all that, ain't nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, you can't get caught up in the crowd of all that other stuff that's going on. You can't get caught up in what's going on in the streets and on the internet if it ain't really positive, because all that's a waste of time. And all I see is a whole bunch of people wasting time, and a whole bunch of people is wasting their life. All these days on this earth is going by the wayside. And let me tell y'all one thing about time. Once time passes, you can't never get it back. When yesterday gone, yesterday is over. You can't hit no button and say, let me rewind and I can go back to, let me go back to January and press play. Life don't work like that. Time is precious. We have to understand that you got to maximize your time here on earth. Whatever you're trying to do, don't always push it to the side and wait for the last minute to do it, because you might not get a chance to do it. Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow is today. Because tomorrow ain't promised to none of us. Ain't nothing is given. Ain't nothing expected in this world except death. That's one thing that you can expect to happen. I can't give you the time. I can't give you the place. I can't tell you how it's going to happen. But you can expect it to come. So by you walking on this earth knowing that, if you still want to play with your time and waste your life, then God bless you. I can't do it. I'm trying to put in work. I want to be a good server. I want to serve in honor. I want to spread love, not hate. That's the way I'm going in my life. It comes a time where you have to draw a line in the sand and stand on something. Which side are you going to stand on? Like I always tell y'all, you either here to help or you're here to destroy. Which side of the sand you going to stand on? What are you bringing and what are you offering this world? What kind of impact are you having on the ones around you? Is it positive or is it negative? If you influence the people to go the wrong way, then you're committing a big sin, because now you're deceiving God's people. And if you lead them into the wrong way, you're going to have to pay and answer for that. So don't be around here poisoning people. Don't be around here messing up people's mind and thinking you can get away with it. Because now you're deceiving God's people. You will pay. You will answer. You can never get away what you think you're going to get away with. Because I know somebody that's always watching. He knows where you live, where you sleep, how you slept, when you did it, when you're waking up, what you're doing the next year from now. So you cannot run and you cannot hide. Judgment day will come. The question we all got to ask ourselves is, are we going to be ready? When death come knocking at your door, are you prepared to answer? Most of y'all going to say no, because you know you ain't living right. See, the people that got God in their heart and their soul, and they doing all they can to praise him and do right by people, it ain't going to scare them. They're going to lift up their arms and say, take me, Father. Because they have no fear because they know they did what's right. Ask yourself, are y'all doing everything that you feel like you should be doing? Are you impacting the ones around you like you're supposed to? What are you contributing to society? Are you helping or are you destroying? You have to pick a side. Ain't no in the middle. Ain't no in between. Are you here to help or are you here to destroy? It's simple. What do you have to offer? Don't be a follower. Be a leader. Don't be simple-minded. Don't allow the devil to win. Don't invite the devil in. Don't allow him to win that game of chess in your head, when at the end of the day, you will still lose the battle. Keep your faith and stay strong, and always know that God is always watching. And he will never put nothing on you that you can't bear. Because whoever believe in him will not perish, but have an everlasting life. That's the way, folks. Y'all are allowing the devil and the devil's work to spread and take over. We are surrounded. Everybody want to live how they want to live. You want to change your sex. You want to do everything. Who you think you are? Who gave you that power and authority? You are not the Messiah. You ain't God. However God made me, you, him, her, that's the way it's supposed to be. And who are you to tell God Almighty that he did something wrong? He created the wrong thing. The nerve of y'all folks, man. Y'all got some, I don't even want to curse. You got some nerve. Thinking you can just do what you want to do and ain't gonna have to pay for it. Ain't no higher power than the one I know. See, a lot of y'all think y'all got all the sense, but you don't. You think you laughing now. You know what they say, laugh now, but you're gonna cry later. You laughing now, it ain't gonna be funny when you burn. It ain't gonna be funny when you suffer. It ain't gonna be funny when you're in pain. And the pain never ends and the suffering never ends. Nothing ain't gonna be funny then. Ain't gonna be no ain't gonna be no kick then. Everything is funny until something happened to you. Why something always gotta happen to you for you to open your eyes and your ears and learn? I don't get it. I know one thing. We better wake up. Time is ticking. We on the clock. We on the clock, folks. Final topic for the night. We're going to talk about jealousy. Who is more jealous? A man or a woman? It all depends. You got some overly jealous men and you got some overly jealous women. It all depends to what extent. But then what do you call jealous? If somebody finds something disrespectful, is that really jealous? If you know they don't like it and they snap and lose their mind, I don't think that's being jealous. I think that they're standing on what they believe. And if they believe that you disrespect them, of course they're going to go in and go crazy. You're going to try to make them seem like they're crazy because they're reacting like that. But you got some overly jealous people that want to check your phone all day, want to monitor everything you do, want to know where you at every hour of the day, want to go wherever you go. You go this place, they show up. You go somewhere else, they show up. So you got some people that take it overboard. So who is more jealous? The man or the women? Like I said, it all depends on the person. It all depends what kind of person they is. Who is more jealous, a man or a woman? You got some women that lose their mind and just be real jealous. And you got some men who lose their mind and be real jealous. So it's both genders. You got some men that a woman can't wear a certain thing, they can't say a certain thing out their mouth, they can't act a certain way, they can't go out the door. Some religions don't even let the wives and the ladies show their face. You don't see them people be having that stuff wrapped around their face. Some people are over control. That's what I call jealous. But you got men and women that's like that. Some people just obsessed to the third degree. Or they just like problems. It all depends on the person. So who is more jealous, the men or the women? Do women always be in their feelings all the time? Nagging, aggravating? Or is it the men that always chasing behind some behind and being over jealous and overprotective? It depends who you talk to. It depends who you ask. Some people might not see nothing wrong with what they doing. Some people are like, hey man, you taking it too far. You taking it too a little overboard. I wouldn't handle it like that. Either way it go, it all depends on what kind of person they is. And some people get excitement from that. There's some men that like a jealous woman, it turns them on. And there's some women that like a jealous man, that turn them on. I love when my baby act crazy and be acting like he don't play by me. That's why I said it depends on the person. Sometimes we take jealousy as what it really not. Everything ain't because somebody jealous. It just all depends on what the situation is. Because if you with me, you gotta respect my mind. You can't do any and everything while you with me. So you call me jealous or whatever you want to call it. This ain't anything goes over here. Now we dating. Now we ain't dating. You can do what the hell you want to do. You're a grown person. Knock yourself out. But if we dating, you gotta put some respect on my name. Can't just be doing any and everything. That ain't gonna slide with me. We winding down to the end of the podcast. We had a great show. Appreciate everybody took the time to check in. Like always, it's always good vibes. But I hope y'all catch the lessons that I'll be trying to throw your way. And tonight, what I'm emphasizing is to get y'all to understand that don't be a follower, be a leader. Don't let nobody lead you into the wrong path and lead you into destruction. When you know in your mind you shouldn't be following that. You know in your mind something just don't feel right. Don't follow it. Do not fall in that trap, y'all. Because like I keep telling you, you are responsible for your own soul at the end of the day. Only you can save you. You can't be around here living for everybody else, because everybody else ain't gonna die with you. Everybody else ain't gonna see God at the same time as you. Everybody else ain't gonna look out for your family. You gotta do what's best for you and your loved ones. You owe it to them to be the best person you can. Not a follower to nobody, especially if they're not following you into something that's positive, that's going to help you elevate your life. It's all about elevating and growing. You want to have something that makes you happy. Whatever your happiness is, you got to find that. Something that just gives you passion that you cannot describe. That's what it's all about. Finding your joy, finding your reason why you're on this earth. You have to find why you are here and why you are doing whatever you do. But the key thing is, what are you here doing? Are you here helping? Or are you here destroying? Are you putting a positive impact on these people on earth? Or are you down here just to mess stuff up and do the devil's work? Which side of the fence are y'all on? Because time is ticking. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And the future ain't looking so bright. You don't know how school is going to be in the next 10, 20 years when these kids killing each other in school. You don't know how social activity is going to happen because there's so many mass shootings that people just might want to just stay home all the time. Everything might be shut down and just like COVID again. Y'all don't know what's going to happen next. Think about all the signs that are right here in our faces. Are you going to be that naive and dumb not to look at it and understand that God is trying to tell us something? Are you getting the message? Do you think COVID and all this other stuff happened for nothing? Do you think Katrina came and almost wiped out Louisiana and all that for nothing? Do you think all these tsunamis and all this other stuff happened for nothing? These are all signs. It's all written in the book of Revelations. It's going to be more devastation. These are signs, folks. These are signs that you better get right. These are signs that you better get your shit together. Because what's going to happen when it's your time? What you going to do when death come knocking at your door? Will you be prepared? Or will you be ashamed and afraid? Because you know in your heart, you ain't been living right. You know you ain't been doing what you're supposed to do. You know you ain't helped nobody. You ain't spread no kind of love. That shame will eat you up inside. Which side of the fence y'all gonna be on? How are you gonna let your life end? You gonna go out on top and relax in paradise? Or do you want to suffer and burn forever? Is a little fun down here on earth worth you suffering forever? Ask yourself these things. Before you get caught up in all this stuff that don't matter, is it worth it? Is it worth killing somebody? Is it worth mistreating your neighbor? Is all these evil deeds worth you suffering at the end of the day? You're going to have to pay for your own sins. That's how life is set up. You got to account for what you do. Why do you think they lock you up and put you in front of the judge and the court? For you to account for what you have done. So don't be around here getting caught up and being a follower and thinking something cool for that moment Because you might end up jumping on the wrong bandwagon. You might jump on something that you wish you never jumped on. Have your own way of thinking, folks. Don't let the devil take over your mind and your heart and your soul, because he will lead you into destruction. You think you're going somewhere, but you're really not. You think you got it all, but you don't. And I'm here to tell you, God is real. And not only is he real, he's always watching. My grandma used to always say, God don't like ugly, and he ain't too crazy about the pretty. Take control of your life, folks. Make sure you don't be no follower. Lead the people around you in the right way. Lead them somewhere that's going to make them happy. Lead them somewhere that they're going to be able to benefit and enjoy it, not suffer. There's too many people suffering. There's too many people living a life of sin, of hell on earth, because so many people are selfish and careless. And everybody's so caught up on everything that's on this earth that we forget that this is temporary. We forget that this body one day gonna rot and be under the dirt. I want my soul to rest in peace. I don't know about y'all. I don't want to have no words. I don't want to have no fear. I want to sleep good. And I hope y'all want the same thing. I hope you want your kids to have the same thing. You should want everybody around you to be happy and go to heaven. Shouldn't wish no pain and sorrow on nobody. Because if you try to dig a hole for somebody, they always told me most of the time you end up slipping and falling right into it. Man, shout out to Boston and Houston checking in. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. But tonight's message, man, don't be a follower, be a leader. Don't sit up here and get caught up in what you see all the time and what everybody else doing. You live your own life and you go down your own path. So what if John them robbed the store and got $50,000? That don't mean you go rob no damn store and throw away your life. You let people do what they do and you do what you do. Don't let nobody trick you out these streets and get you to give up your freedom. Freedom is something that you don't want to give up. That's a natural right when you blessed on this earth. So believe in yourself and always put your faith in God. And there's nothing you can't do. The sky is really the limit, because nothing against you shall prosper. Any weapon formed against you will not prosper, because God will have his hands on you. I appreciate y'all, man. I will be back on the air Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Same channel, same place. Talking that reality talk, representing reality music entertainment. Make sure y'all scan that barcode. Check out our inventory, the official reality music entertainment merch available right now. Grab your hoodie, snap back, grab your beanie, grab your whatever you want. We got it. Scan that code. Support the movement, folks. See y'all Wednesday night. I want y'all to have a blessed night. I want y'all to have a blessed day wherever you at. And make sure you don't be no follower. Be a leader. Take control of your life and lead the people around you, man. And understand that God has a bigger plan for you. Y'all have a blessed one, man. I'm out this thing. One love.